whatever Mustafa Kamal Saab has said, I mean, I'm really impressed. This is my first introduction hearing you live. What I'm going to present is going to augment what he said in terms of facts that we have. Presentation. So I will start with a question, if it will come on the screen, that whenever we talk about a country which has high corruption, next slide पे जाएं, एक और पे चले जाएं, next पे चले जाएं, कहाँ करना है मैंने सर? Okay. So I just ask you a question: which country comes to our mind when we talk about high corruption, chaotic governance, very low infant mortality rate, lack of infrastructure? People spend most of their income on food. And I just want to make it easier or more complicated that this is neither an Asian country nor a sub-Saharan African country. This was United States in 1860. It was one of the poorest country in the world. So what happened to USA? That's very interesting to know. They went into indigenization. At that time, big brands like Ford Motors, they decided that the people could not afford the car in USA at that time. They developed T model, which was cheaper, much cheaper than the cars at that time. Singer came up with the sewing machine. So they solved their own problem of tailoring and all that. Kodak came with the camera. GE came in, which we know today as one of the leading manufacturers of medical devices in the world. So this is the way USA took in 1860. And within a span of 60 years, they became world superpower. Why not we take it? Let's talk about something else, because you might say that this is USA far away from us. Let's talk about two countries which took their journey in 1960. I got this data from World Bank, and I started to see two countries, how they develop over the years. So you can see that in 1960, Korea per capita GDP was hardly $200, whereas Mexico was touching almost 5,000 at that time. But those two countries took different paths for themselves. Mexico was part of NAFTA, which is the North American Free Trade Agreement, and being close to USA and Canada, they started getting companies like Ford, GM, and other companies to start their manufacturing in Mexico. So they were totally dependent on FDI. They decided, okay, we are not going to develop anything ourselves. We'll get things from abroad. We'll manufacture for them. We'll provide them cheap labor. That's it. So they took that path. And see where they are in recent years. They have reached from 5,000 to almost 10,000. Whereas Korea took the other way. They said, we are not going to get anybody from outside. We will develop our products ourselves. Whatever problems we have, we will do the indigenization path. So if I ask you, can you tell me any big Mexican global brands? I think it will be a very difficult question to answer. But if I ask you for South Korea, we might have it in our pocket. Samsung, LG, Hyundai, Kia, and all of them came from themselves. They developed them. I was giving a speech where the CEO of Kia Motors in Pakistan was sitting. I asked him, do you know what was the first car Kia manufactured? It was a very ugly, dirty three-wheeler. But they said, okay, we will take that route, because our people can only afford a three-wheeler. So they decided and took that path, and see where they are today. I have not put Pakistan there when we talk about per capita GDP because it's so low. We are still at 1,600. Look at other countries. But can we start it from today? Okay, what has been done has been done. So the next 60 years should not look like what it looked like today. And the way forward has always been indigenization. After saying that, what we are going to do? I mean, I am coming from defense sector, and what we have decided over the last few months, in fact almost a year, that we should open our doors to the commercial sector and to the private sector. And because the knowledge base that we have is incredible. I was also working abroad. I came back in year 2021. and I got a chance to work with the big guns in Pindi, and we realized that how many researchers we have. So for the first time when I went there, I was surprised. So you can see we have more than 2,000 actually PhDs. It's a very conservative number that I put here. And 5,000 masters, MPhils. We have around 20 to 25 research and development labs and organizations. But most of us are working on the defense sector. But the good thing is that when you develop defense products, you have to go through various stages of research and development, which might not only touching defense, but might go into chemicals, might go into pharmaceutical, might go into other areas. So we said, okay, why not we give this technology to the private sector? We cannot develop commercial products. But what we can do, we can provide the technology to those who can develop it, who can scale it up. And that's the idea where Connectech was born. And the very logo and the very purpose of Connectech is indigenization. We don't want to produce products ourselves. We would like it to be produced by others, but we have the capability of doing research and development. We have over 250 commercial product designs, which are available for transfer of technology and co-creation, which is remarkable. And out of this 250, almost 1/3 are related to health sciences only. And we are grateful to Dr. Shahid Noor because I did not know that I knew him, of course, because of my family terms, but I never knew that he had started something which is in line with what we were thinking. So immediately we signed an agreement on developing the C-arm because we have a lot of knowledge about developing robots. We also have our own services and workshop which we are going to open for commercial sector. Come and work with us. Use our labs, use our facilities in order to make products which are useful for the commercial and for the private sector. Now, how this all works? If you look at the process, it's very simple. You start with product research and design, development, engineering, and then we go all the way to make the final product by integrating. Each step has its own research and development. I'm talking about a defense product here. And each step has an R&D. We make some sub-assemblies. We go to the next step. We make something else. And all that require engineering and technologies from chemical, from all walks of technologies. But in the process, as I said, we were developing different products, different designs, and we were keeping all that with us. We had all the research and development with us, and we were keeping it and not giving it to anybody because we thought that this is part of our development, we should keep it and we will make the final product. But the thought has changed now, completely changed. And they said, okay, why not? We give this research and development to the people. We developed vacuum systems. We developed a brushless DC motor indigenously in Pakistan, which is used in EV, electric vehicles. We developed so many things. And we said, okay, let's give it to those who can scale it up. We can't. We even developed first ventilator, which was DRAP approved immediately during the COVID. But we did not market it. We did not give it to anybody. We are still using in our hospitals in defense, but we did not give it to anybody. That's something which we should not be doing. So we decided that we should give the designs to everybody who would like to scale it up. There are so many products. This is just one example. So this is the main idea. But of course, we are developing an ecosystem, so that's not enough. We are also giving the product specifications to the private sector, and we are also asking them to make the products for our defense by making parts for it. So that's another area where we are working, and because we don't want to spend money here. We want to keep ourselves to research and development and the final product integration. The rest should go to the private sector. So this is the main idea of developing Connectech. This is what we do. We are the connection between the defense and the private sectors. So when Connectech was in the making, we haven't done the inauguration yet. It is inshallah on 13th of November next month. And But in the meantime, we developed our technology center in Nestep, Noor Khan base, Rawalpindi. And there we started it, and we invited industrialists. So they came up and said, doing business with defense is so difficult. Just like what we heard with DRAP, it was so difficult. So we said, okay, we are developing Connectech, and we are getting people from outside. Those people who are coming from corporate, they don't know what is bureaucracy, what is red tapeism, because we always worked in multinationals and other places. So we said, okay, this is what we have to do. First of all, single point of contact. We should ensure that if somebody is qualified here, should be qualified for the whole of the system. Not that you have to go to each department and say, I would like to qualify. We are, of course, developed our own digital systems, where we ensure that the escalation is done on time. So nobody should be waiting for an answer. He should get an answer within time. If he is not getting it, it should go to the next step. Business continuity, we are also helping partners to develop products with us. So we are also telling them about the transparency and how the business can go, what is the roadmap, where we want to go. Product certification, we are also doing it. We have the latest equipment in the world with us to do that, which are not known to the people. We are also making some flexible financial terms for making the transfer of technology and we are developing those terms and conditions for that. Commercialization and exports, because people came to us and said, okay, we will develop it for you. We take the technology from you and develop it. But what will happen if you want to export it? Will you allow us? We said, of course. You are allowed to export anything. And I always believe in one thing. If you are excellent locally, then you will be recognized globally. If you are not excellent here, we cannot be recognized by anybody. And despite this, I mean, other than Connectech, I'm also responsible for SciTech, which is support industries for defense. And in a period of 3 years, we started exporting our products which are in commercial use to Germany, to Austria, to Czech Republic, to UK, to Turkey, within 3 years. There was no concept of doing it, because we have so much with us that we can take it. This is exactly what the federal minister was telling us, that if Pakistan can make big nuclear weapons, why not we can make? If you can do this, in the previous slide which I was telling you, you can do this. What is in between is nothing. But we are not giving it to anybody. So this is the first time we have started it. And I also encourage you all to support us, because this is a new concept. We are developing this defense industry ecosystem. So I was talking about all these offerings to our partners, and we hope that this is going to work. Connectech had different verticals. We have transfer of technology and co-creation. So whatever products we already produced, we would like to offer it to for commercial use and to the industries. And we are ready to do the customization as well, so that we can also co-create different products. I give you one example. I went to K Electric, and they were purchasing a lot of earth fault indicators from China. So we went there, we said, okay, I mean, why don't you give us a chance? He said, okay, here's the product. If you can make it, just make it. So we took that product and we reversed the design, and we found out that we have the capability of making those PCBs and all that. We developed it and gave it to them. It worked perfectly. But that's not enough, because we got the design now. We said, okay, you want any modification? They said, yes, we need modification. I said, okay, instead of a van going out there, a lineman going out and searching and where is the earth fault on the PMT, we said, okay, we provide you a SIM and it will give you the information then and there. It will be available to all the people on their mobile phones and also in the control center. Done. If you want to do this with Chinese, of course, or to anybody outside, he will charge you a lot. But we had the design, we can do that. And that's the power of design indigenization. You can alter the products according to your needs. Nobody in the world makes product for Pakistan. They make products for a wide variety of areas and geographic, but we can make it only for Pakistan. So that's the power we like to bring it to the country. We have HR for consultation. So many specialists available. Let's make them work with us, with all the private sector. We have our specialized manufacturing. So we made it another vertical, that we support the industries in Pakistan with our specialized manufacturing and machining services. We have the testing services. We also have Sparko with us, and we are having the satellite data. So we already started providing it to agriculturalists, that they can see it from the satellite that what is happening and where they have trouble on their land. We are also developing the partners, and we are also in future would like to develop the industrial zones which can put all those who are working on the ecosystem under one roof. So this is the whole plan. As I told you, we already started working on the C-arm, and ventilator, we already had the technology, so it is available. So anybody who needs it, we can also give it to them to scale it up. I know Elsens has developed it. Sir, congratulations. Wonderful work done by you. We've already provided direct feed microbes. This is another thing. We have also worked a lot on the bio. And you know that poultry has bacteria in its gut. So in order to kill it, they let it drink all the antibiotic, which comes very dirt cheap from our neighboring countries. We said that's not the way. The alternative to this is DFM, direct feed microbes. And good poultry farms in Pakistan are importing it. So we searched the big importers. And we talked to one of the importers and said, okay, what if I provide you the technology behind DFM? They said, okay, tell us what it is. We talked to them. I'm talking about Enterprises, it's a company of Hilton Pharma. And they worked with us, and we signed an agreement, and they said that they are going to produce it in Pakistan, and they make it dirt cheap so that no poultry farm in Pakistan is going to use antibiotic anymore. So this is the vision that we are going to take. I told about earth fault indicator. Actuators also, this is a product for defense, which is used in our missile systems. We are giving it to the private sector. Develop it, give it to us. And then we can put it in our defense. Because, you know, after Marka-e-Haq, our products are now demanded by so many countries. The export potential is too much, and we are unable to really handle it ourselves. So the only way forward is to have a big team which are coming from the commercial, and this is how we can develop it. So it's a teamwork where we are not alone. The defense has to have others. Vaccines, of course, there's a number of vaccines that we have developed. I'm myself surprised. For the last 4 years, I'm working with the system, and every day there's a surprise. We got some new things coming up which were hidden somewhere. So we are taking them out, and we are giving it to the industry. Inshallah, this is the way forward, and I believe that with the support of all of you, inshallah, we are going to achieve it. 13th November, we have the inauguration, and we will invite most of you, if you want to join us, please do register with our website. It's connectech.com, very simple. So please do that. Thank you very much.